Okay, so I'm looking at questions from the core mathematics C1 advanced subsidiary core sequences and series arithmetic series. Okay, so the first question I'll read as follows. A farmer has a pay scheme to pay his fruit pickers working throughout the 30-day season. He pays £8 for their first day, A plus D pounds for their second day, A plus 2D pounds for their third day, and so on, thus increasing the daily payment by D pounds for each extra day they work. A picker who pays for all 30 days will earn £40.75 on the final day. Use this information to form an equation in A and D, and that's 2 marks. A picker who works for all 30 days will earn a total of 1,005. Show that 15 brackets A plus 40.75D equals 1,005. That's 2 marks. And C, hence find the value of A and the value of D. That's 4 marks. A total of 8 marks for this question. Okay, so I've put the question here as well. Okay, so there's the question. A farmer has a pay scheme to keep their fruit workers working throughout the 30-day season, pays £8 on the first day, etc. Okay, so same question that I've just been reading, and here's a fee formula to help with calculations. So sequence is A to A sub n being the nth term equals A1 being the first term, plus brackets n minus 1 times D, and D is the common difference. This is the one of the main formulas we're going to be using. Let me just change this to another color. I'll make it easier for us to write, so it's different from the black from the writing here. Right, so the other equation we're going to use for the finite series, the sum of the finite series S sub n equals n divided by 2 brackets A1 plus A sub n, okay, or n divided by 2 brackets 2A1 plus bracket n minus 1D close the other bracket. Okay, so for this first one, use this information to form an equation in A and in D. Okay, we can either use, in fact we're going to use this one here. So we need to find out what A and D are. So A is the first term according to that. Okay, A1 is the first term, but we're going to use AN equals A1 plus n minus 1D. So A1 in this case is A pounds, so A1 equals A pounds, or we can just say A1 equals A to make things easier. And then we need to find out what D is. D is the difference, so it's going up by D, so the difference D is D, so D equals D. Okay, so now we've got that equation and that equation, and now we need to form this equation. So a picker works for all 30 days. Okay, so n equals 30. Okay, so that's n for the 30 days. We can call that 3, and we know what D is. We know what A1 is. So we've got A1, we've got n, and we've got D. So all we need to do is then say AN equals A1 plus bracket n minus 1 close bracket D. Okay, I might want to change this color to AN, and below AN, by the way, AN is the nth term, okay, which is 40 pounds 75. So 40 pounds 75 equals A1, we know is A, plus N is 30, 30 minus 1 times D. So A basically is 40.75. 40.75 equals A plus 29D. Okay, so you can leave it as A equals, or let's say you can leave it as A plus 29D equals 40.75. okay, we can change that to green to underline this. Okay, so that's part A done. Part B, we're gonna start B over here. Show that 15 brackets A plus 40.75 equals 1005. And the question is that a picker who works for all 30 days will earn a total of 1075. So for this one, we can either use this equation or that equation. Okay, so let's take the first one, for example. Sn equals n over t a1 plus an. Okay, so an being the last term. Okay, so let's find out what Sn is. So Sn is actually the 1005. So Sn equals 1005. We know that that's what Sn is. A1, we know A1 is A from here. A1 is A, D is D, but we don't have a D there, so we only need an AN, and AN is 40.75. so Sn is 1005 equals n over 2, n is 30 over 2, A1 plus AN is actually, let's see, so A1 is A plus AN is 40.75. Let's change this color to red again. So 1005 equals 15 A plus 40.75. okay, we can rewrite that as 15 brackets A plus 40.75 close bracket equals 1005. Okay, so we've shown that. Let's underline this. So we've shown that 15 brackets A plus 40.75 equals 1005. On to the next one. Hence find the values for A and the value for D. So now we've got two equations. This one and this one. This one is A and D. This one is just A, so we can actually use equation 2. Okay, to find A. So using equation 2, 15 brackets A plus 40.75 is equal to 1005. A plus 40.75 equals 1005 divided by 15. So A equals 1005 divided by 15 minus 40.75. Okay, and I can use my calculator here to find what 1005 divided by 15 is. So it's 67. Then subtract minus 40.75. That gives us 26.25. So that's 26.25, and that's A. So we've got an equation with A and D, which is this equation 1. So we're going back to equation 1. Let's have a bit of blue. So let me move this out of the way, leave it there, and then we're gonna do the last one here. So now we're going to use equation 1, and using equation 1 we know that 40, we know that A, we know A plus 29D equals 40.75. So 29D equals 40.75. Take away A. 29D equals 40.75. Take away 26.25. Then D equals 40.75. Take away 26.25 divided by 29. So D equals, let's check, 40.75 take away 26.25 will give us this, then divide that by 29. Hang on, I might not have done it correctly here. So 40.75 take away 26.25 is 14.5. Then we say 14.5 divided by 29 is going to be 0.5. So D is 0.5. Okay, let's check if that is correct. So A is correct. B is that one, that was just showing. C 26 point, it's 14.5 for A and half for D. Okay, so that's number 1 all done. Let's go back and check. So this one was 2 marks. Number B was 2 marks, and this one was 4. I suppose 2 for this and 2 for this. So that's a total of 8 for that one. Okay. Thank you for watching. I will be doing number 2 soon.